Hey guys, good morning, good morning. No, wait a minute, good afternoon. Yes, this is Spirit Journey, and I'm outside. I hope you guys could hear me. And I'm with the gang, my little darling little babies, my little four-legged babies, that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me show you them out. Always show them. And I got a little surprise too. That's the gang here. Yeah, this is Lily. She's still recuperating from her surgery. Lavender and lilac. Yes. And with lavender, yeah, it is Lavender's seventh anniversary. Let me turn the camera back. Yeah, it's Lavender's seventh anniversary of him being a permanent member of my household. Yes, yes, yes. I'm really excited. I made sure I put on my calendar. So I brought little treats. Yes, we're headed to the park, yes. Yeah, I need to go to the park. I feel very stressed right now. I have to keep on reminding myself, get the can. I get this little can when sometimes my little boy starts to bark. I love the dogs. No barking. Yeah, so you just shake it, the can, and it startles him, so he'll stop the barking. But yes, this is seventh anniversary, and I'm so happy that I have him. I really like him. He's a typical little bad boy, but bad boy in the sense of he likes his own way. But he's a mama's boy at heart. Yeah. Yeah, he's really a good boy at heart. I just wish he'd stop barking. He has a barking issue. He'll bark at every dog, But he's also a very good watchdog. Yeah. What happened last month? I think it was last month. I was. We were all in my bedroom. We were on the bed, and he starts barking. But something told me to take a look because I didn't hear anything. So I said, I'm going to take a look. And then something also told me instinctively, put him in his crate because if I open the door and he runs out, in the excitement. So I did put him in the crate, or I locked him in the room, I closed the door so he couldn't get out. And then I went in the main room and then opened the door and I hear an alarm, fire alarm, and smoke, thick smoke. And I saw that, like I'm on the end of the hall and the smoke seems, so there's no one to my left. So I look right and I see a door open. So I went to investigate. I said, hey, is everything all right? What's going on? You want me to call anybody? I want to know what's going on. But in short, it wasn't a fire, but there was something wrong with something in there that caused the smoke, and they couldn't tell where the smoke was coming from. So I'm happy that my little boy knew something was up. It has gone off before outside, but there was no reaction. But this time, there was reaction. Yep. So he might have smelled the smoke. So sometimes it's a blessing when your dog barks. And my instinct just said, just go check because we're all in the bedroom. And you can't hear anything outside in the room because it's situated in the back. So everything coming from the hallway, you can't really hear. But he heard and he must have smelled the smoke. So I'm not as harsh with him, you know, because you can't separate the dog from what he is, you know. And he's a male dog. He is neutered, but still. So you can't just separate someone's the essence of somebody, even with neutering, and appreciate those qualities, those natural qualities. And so I commend my little boy. But yes, I'm out and about right now, and I'm headed to the park. I'm just maybe 3 blocks away, and I needed to go out and get some air. Right now, I feel extremely, yes, hello, viewer. Yes, I feel extremely tense right now. I'm not even sure what it is. It's like I knew I wanted to do a video on what it was, but I got so distracted. But I did do a video this morning, a live video, real early this morning. I had woken up and about these 3 generations of black people, one 16-year-old, a 31-year-old, and a 46-year-old, you know what they have to endure. So I think it's really something how different ages may respond to the same crisis. So that video is trying to upload. I don't know what the problem is uploading, but it puts stress on me. The little 16-year-old looked like a relative of mine, and I think that's why I decided to watch it. And how could you, basically with that video that I uploaded this morning regarding the 3 black men, one of them a 16-year-old, that it's required of us, blacks, to cater to white people, to smile, to wave, you know, all these things, because they have so much fear upon us. And then I added that you're requiring 16-year-old, oh, I remember the 16-year-old had gotten sprayed by a police officer had sprayed with mace. And no, it's not gonna like that. So we're being required all this immense discipline and explaining white people or even cops what you're doing. So I feel anger. I feel anger right now. And I also discussed there's a difference between anger and aggression. There's 2 different things, anger and aggression. They don't mean the same thing. Someone could be angry, you don't even know it. And then someone could be aggressive, and you know it. Sorry. Yeah, the air's getting dry. So I think part of that might be what's bothering me. But I know it wasn't the main thing. But yeah, I feel stress. And you may ask yourself, well, oops, how do you can't like run away from reality. And I don't see why I should. Why should I run away from reality? Why should I have to move? And it's interesting how, according to race, our perception of this crisis. I was listening to one YouTuber, and I like his channel, actually. He's a former law enforcement and military, I respect his channel, but I don't agree with his stance. He's a white YouTuber, and he's concerned about, he thinks because the Black Lives Matter movement got initiated because of the Michael Brown, and he was saying that Michael Brown had done something at a store, and the cops were only responding to that call. But if I understood right, the incident with Michael Brown in a not a store, some type of candy store, one of those stores you can get knick-knack, little treats or whatever, cigarettes and all that. Excuse me. Something that was said. I'm sorry, a little distracted here. So what happened? What happened in the store with Michael Brown? He forcefully took these cigarettes, a case of cigarettes, I think it was. That's illegal. He's a minor. I mean, he's underage. So that's a no-no. And again, you don't put your hands on anybody. But if any of you who know, please let me know. You can write it in the comment, in the chat room. But my understanding is that incident happened several days before, or even a week prior to Michael Brown's being shot. But either way, the YouTuber in question was saying that the whole organization got started on a false premise. But let's just say the cops did what this YouTuber is saying, that they only came because they said he fit the description of what happened at a store. But still, if that didn't happen, still the whole community at large there are many incidences that happen in the U.S. Whether if it's not Michael Brown, there are other people like Michael Brown's in the U.S. And these things happen. So it's interesting how you have different perspectives. And only if you're really walking in somebody's shoes do you really understand. So if you're never facing being profiled when you go in the store, or someone threatening to call the cops just because of your race, or use that as leverage to get their way to scare you, you're going to have a different perspective. Total different perspective on things. So yeah, this across the street. So yeah, despite all the problems that the U.S. has, I was born and raised here, and I served in the United States Navy, and I served proudly. I don't regret being in the military. The military does have racism. I went in the 1980s. Things were very racist. One thing with racism in America, you cannot seem to evade, let's say you try to stay away from white people. What happens, they might just approach you. Or let's say on the job. I've had many jobs in my life that I was the only black person. And white people treat non-blacks, who may be minorities, they treat them differently than blacks. And so, even though they may have what they call minorities, they may not target them on the job. I've had jobs that I was, again, only black American black. Oh no, that one, there was one person, but he's not there every day. But I was only black female. It was at a salon. Hey, we entering the park now, Central Park. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to Central Park. So anyway, so so even though you may try to do your job, they'll talk behind your back, and they'll set you up. And it's all just to remove your presence. They feel that if you work there, that they're not as important. So they like the prestige of being exclusively white or just non-black. And I'm angry at that because, see, everyone has a right for, to work, to live where they can afford. And when your personal liberties are being violated, I've had people, this white woman, approaching me and just really took it real close to my face. And I was in a discussion with somebody, and she's like a tourist, a white tourist, older woman. And she goes and says, "Are you a native?" And I find that, it's just very insensitive, and it's really none of their business. And some white people, I've had something like that happen in Hawaii. She was a white woman from Georgia. Sorry. And I can't stand people who pretend to be indifferent about races, but everything about them is biased. And I just wish that they'll shut up and just really mind their own affairs. So I think I feel the frustration of wanting to live a very peaceful life. Like, yeah, I like going to the park, get some fresh air. But you have some people, they don't like your joy. They don't want to see you. And so for me, I feel that our rights really need to be protected. How do you protect a life of somebody when you're outnumbered? And if you really call it out, they say that you're just sensitive. I don't know. I think the thing with Amy Cooper is really telling, that Amy Cooper video about the lady at the Ramble, which is in Central Park, and she had a dog, and that sense of entitlement that they can do what they want to do, and then to be called on, lied upon. How many people are thrown in prison because someone didn't like them? So these are all about, I think, what make people angry. That makes a lot of black people angry. So I'm hoping that, I hope that we have to, we maintain our calm, because see, they really want us to get ugly, and I think that's also why they target black Americans. The U.S. has a very long history of abuse, and they're relying on you to remember those abuses, And so you're sensitive and you react when injustices do happen to you.
Take a picture.
And you feel what you feel, right? You know when someone doesn't like you. You just watch television and you see all the different angles. Like I used to go to the movies and I remember like in my early 20s, I noticed there was a pattern with the movies. The movies, I noticed the theme, if they had a black person, that they're always dying, you notice? You don't, you, they might see them initially doing well and then boom. This is a mind control device. It's to make you feel helpless. And this is very similar theme as to what happened to George Floyd. They kept showing the video of him being killed. So it's designed to make you feel helpless. But you know what you can do today? This just popped in my mind. See, we need to start making positive affirmations that we're not victims, that we're strong. Yeah. And that's what I want to do when I get off this phone. We are able and we are strong. And we are going to start attracting positive things because we are special. We are indigenous of this planet. We are loved. We are a special breed of people. I don't know what group could withstand all the abuses we've been through. We're really special. See, it shows how special we are because they don't relent, white people, that they continue to harass, they infiltrate our organizations, right? It's because they have what we want. I mean, they want what we have. They want what we have. So it's just a reminder that to count your blessings, that you are a worthy individual and they're just jealous. They're jealous of your strength. They're jealous of your natural beauty. So you don't really need to put on a lot of makeup to be beautiful, right? You have a natural sun-kissed face, right? Yeah, you're beautiful people. Just gonna put a cover on my dogs. Yeah, the sun is kind of hot. So I have to put a little cover. Okay. Yeah. So you are a special, beautiful person. And always remember that. The media was designed to program the viewer. They program to tell you what is beautiful, what is ugly, right? Even Eddie Murphy, yeah, I'm gonna go there. Eddie Murphy, the comedian. Remember his movie, Coming to America? Now, overall I did enjoy the movie, but there were elements in that movie that I thought was very biased. Remember there was two daughters, one very fair skinned and the other very dark. Who did they portray as being very vile? The darker one, while the lighter one was perceived as being very feminine, soft-spoken, and someone that the Eddie Murphy character liked, right? And I remember seeing that. That was in the 1980s. And I felt that many movies portray this, that if you're a lighter complected person or you have light hair compared to dark hair, that you're perceived as being beautiful. And those that are darker is perceived to be bad. So this is part of the programming, okay? So, I'm just reminded about something. See, I was reading a book. I'm changing the subject a little bit. I was reading a book about orbs. That's right, orbs. I told you guys before in past videos that I saw an orb last December. It was on my birthday. It was the first time ever that I saw that type of orb. It was absolutely beautiful. It was pure white. It was the size of a marble, and it was right by my cheek. How I found out, I was watching a movie, as I mentioned before, I was watching a paranormal movie. I was watching the movie Passengers and The Sixth Sense. And the movie Passengers always gets me crying. I've watched it many times. And but this time when I was watching it, I noticed that I saw light reflecting off my cheek. I said, that's weird. I'm watching this, and I said, no, I'm watching this monitor, watching the movie on this monitor. And yes, light is being emitted from it, but why is it only on one spot of my face? So I just turned my eyes downward, and lo and behold, and I'm watching this little thing, beautiful, beautiful orb. You could see like the little prickly light rays, and it was real dense of light rays, pure white, perfectly round. And then it moved alongside my cheek. It was about an inch away from my face, and it was moving diagonally upward. And then when it passed my nose, about an inch away from my nose, it just vanished. So this year, around February, I went online and bought anything that I can find about orbs. Yep. So in this one book that I'm reading, the author of the book, I forget the name of the book and the author, but the author claimed that the photographs that she has of orbs in the book, that if you look at it, that it programs you, that certain orbs will has qualities in it, and these qualities will affect change in your life. And so I said to myself, if that is true, then these orbs, in essence, is more like software. Something just cannot program you, but software, right? Software is what programs. So, yeah, this author said that she got this information about orbs through, she has spirit guides, and she has a special spirit guide that's from another galaxy. I find that hard to swallow. What else I notice about these authors. Now, again, I cannot, I mean, her experience is her experience, but it's like, how do we know that people are getting information from spirit guides? We're going to just wait past this. Sorry. It's nice music. Yeah, a lot of people out in Central Park. I'm sorry, what I was saying now. Yeah, so about orbs. So I'm starting, like, this is a journey that I'm going through. And I'm at a point in my life where in the past I didn't really question things. I took what people say, especially authors. I thought anything in a book form was true. But now, when I learned that even so called common people like myself could write a book, and that I've met people who wrote a book, but it was so badly written, and the information I question. But sometimes people may have the knack of writing, they know how to engage the reader. But just because they know how to engage the reader, it doesn't mean that the information is true. And so I notice now a lot of people, metaphysics, they're claiming a lot of things that a spirit guide or someone from another planet. I mean, that could be. But I'm just really questioning now.
That's what I wanted to check.
But I do know that orbs exist because I saw one. I really wonder, though, what the orb is all about. I'm trying to decide whether to go straight. Get the can.
Only store here. Only on men's haircuts. Yeah, sorry.
Good. Good. He didn't bark. I'm glad. So what I was saying. So I'm really wondering. I wonder what that orb was. I've never seen an orb like that. And if these orbs are things that could program, let's just say that she's right. What program did it want to send me? It didn't speak, but it looked, I don't know, I just thought it was a sweet little orb. That was my impression. I wasn't afraid at all. I knew that it wasn't going to hurt me. I didn't feel threatened whatsoever. So have any of you ever seen orbs before? What do you think? This woman is saying some orbs are what they call archangels, angels. Sometimes they could be loved ones, and that if it's a loved one, that they usually attach to their guardian angel, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But tell me, yeah, have any of you ever seen an orb? And if so, what was the circumstances of you seeing the orb? Did it appear more than once? What up? Yeah, that was 6 months ago this month. Yeah, I would love to see it again. I would. It was so beautiful. And you know, another reason why I come out here, I think, you okay? Yeah. I think the other reason why I come here, because I read this one book that there's called Elementals. Elementals are things in the non-physical realm that control the environment, the plant life, the wind, fruits, flowers, all the ocean, bodies of water, things like that. And suggested that if your energy, whatever what that is, if your the energy that you have inside of you elevates, you be more in tune to seeing these paranormal things. So, so I don't know. So, yeah, so I'm curious now about, as a result of seeing that orb and also that other experience that I had at the restaurant with me and another guest, that I don't think it's paranormal what happened to me at the restaurant. I told you guys about it when I was, more music's nice. Yeah, remember that other incident? I was talking about the super soldiers, and that they like, that it said that they like people who have O negative. And so I was just mentioning people who know have O negative blood. And then I got zapped. Yep. Yeah, something energetic hit me and the other person. And then I think it was that, yeah, there was something audible that I heard. Like it put me in a stupor. This happened so quickly. We're just about to leave the restaurant. We were there for 2 hours eating. And just before we left, we had already paid the bill and the tip. And then boom. Yep. The side effects were rapid heartbeat, earache, and diarrhea. And then I heard a voice sounded inside my head saying, "I'm sick and tired of hearing you talk about," and I don't remember what else she said. It was real brief, a real angry voice. I was shocked when that happened. I didn't know what to make out of it. I went to the hospital emergency room to find out what happened. Of course, I didn't tell them about what I heard. Of course, I'm not stupid. But they did a battery test. Yeah, they had. My heart was racing even by the time I got to the hospital. They put me on a monitor right away because I thought maybe it was something with the food. But no, they checked for food poisoning, drugs, everything. And did I say also diarrhea? Yeah, they checked the stool sample. Yeah, the diarrhea lasted for 1 month. It was an awful experience, and I felt violated. And I think with all this thing that's happening with the coronavirus, that, oh, not with the corona, but with the police brutality, the feeling of anger because you feel helpless at times, that someone could be not minding their business. That was another thing that got me angry about the incident at the restaurant. You have people who don't mind their business. And since that incident, I was talking out loud in my room. I say, you know, if I'm being monitored by whoever, I hope you hear this message and I hope you go fuck yourself. Yep. Something to that effect, and excuse my language. But yeah, you shouldn't have been minding my business. If you didn't like what I was saying, you mind your business. Don't listen. Oh yeah, I was furious. Because now, when that happened the restaurant incident happened 2 years, no, yeah, 1 or 2 years ago. Boy, see, I'm forgetting now. It was either 1 or 2 years ago it happened. Yeah, it was last year. That's right. It was last year in May when that happened. The anger. So I'm gonna go this way past this oak bridge. Yeah. So yeah, you start to feel violated, and I think what's happening in America that people are saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. When what you're saying is not being eavesdropped on, people are not minding their business, and people's rights. What if it was, what do you call it, like a tape recorder where you're sitting at? What if that was what was the case? Let's say it's not paranormal. Let's just say, because the area was in the theater district. What if they have that specific restaurant? It was, thank God it's Friday, TGIF. It was that restaurant on, I think it's 46th Street off Broadway. Around there, 45th or 46th Street. Yeah. And then, but yeah, so maybe they want to get, let's just say they want it surveillance because they want to know, since it's a theater district, they might want to know what what someone is writing about. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you have someone, they're in competition, they bug the table, or let's say they want to bug the conversation of their friend. And that happens. But still, it doesn't explain the physical symptoms that I had. That's what really troubles me with all this. That this technology, it seems like there are technologies. It's a slight uphill. I'm getting my exercise. Yeah, there's a slight, I'm sorry. Wow, this is heavy. Oh, let me go for it. Ooh, it's like a slight incline, but you feel it. Wow. Yeah. Wow. But let me get through this hill first. This is something, boy. Wow. Wow. Oh, I definitely need a seat. Oh, I'm gonna go a little further. Yeah, I have to be careful. One of these benches, there's someone that wants to attract this raccoon, and it attracts rats. Yeah, remember the last video I did out here at the Ramble? I was sitting out here, and I started noticing all these rodents were coming. Go ahead, this is flat. Yeah. Well, it turns out that there's a visitor here at the park, sorry, and he likes to feed this raccoon. And I saw the raccoon also. And just before I left, they were really coming more frequent. And the gardener, the groundskeeper, had came by, and he came by several times. They said, hey, be careful over there. There's someone that likes to feed the raccoon, and so I left right after that. Oh, okay, I found the spot that I like. I tried to find this spot before. Okay, oops. Okay, let me put this down. I have to take my doggies out. Okay, guys. Let's get out, Lavin. Come. Ah, oops. So I got you out. Okay, just gonna take a few minutes, guys. Just a moment. Okay, Lily, come. Come here, Lily. Oops. You got caught, Lilac. Did I get you out since you're on top of the thing? Okay. Okay. Okay, Lily, I have to get you out. Let me get you out, baby girl. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, just took the crew out out their the stroller. I should say the shopping cart. Yeah, I have to get the water now. Yeah, I like this spot over here. Yeah, I couldn't find it before. So, yeah, this is nice. Let me show you what this looks like here. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, here it's real flat. It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I have to try to remember how I got here. This is so beautiful. Yeah, this is my favorite spot so far of the ramble. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so how do you guys like it? You like the ramble, what you see? Viewer? Yeah. I should put on my reading glasses in case anybody wants to write a response. Oh, I took 47 minutes so far. Oops. Had to feed my dog their water. The beauty of the sun. I mean, I'm glad the sun is coming out. It was really dreary looking before, but I was determined to come out. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put the water. Wow. Whew. Yeah. So yeah, this is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful section. I have to find some type of landmark for me to find it. I know there was a large boulder, but outside of that, I don't know. Yeah, this is my favorite spot. It's it's just looking at it is so peaceful. Yeah, excuse me. It is so peaceful here. Sorry. Yeah, this is what life is all about. Life isn't about struggling. Life is to be enjoyed.
Tres bebés.
You get the can. Got the can. Wow. You're no parking, okay, Lavin? Yeah, this is the life. Yes. Yeah, we're staying here. We're staying here, big girl. Let's come out of there and get your water. Let's get your water, big girl. Oh, you can't get. How did you get over there? She's. That is weird. Let me just get her out. She's stuck. You stuck? How did you do that? Okay, so let me untie this. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, that. Yeah, just take a moment, folks. Yeah, Lala, get your water. Okay, let Lala get her water. Let me get that twig out. I'm sorry. Yeah, just imagine what mothers have to go through when they have all those kids in a stroller. More power to you, mom. Let's stop. Let's stop. Stop barking. Sorry. Stop barking. Stop barking. My little boy again. Yeah. I can't stand that. He barks, barks, barks. But he's very social though. He just, when he's on the leash, he barks. Come out of there, Lilac. Come out of there. You need some more water? Let me get some more water. Yeah. These are my little babies. Let's get some water, Lilac. Let's get some water. Let's go get some water. Come. Come on, let's get some water. Yeah. This way you hear the birds. Oops. Uh-uh. Okay, my mic. I hear the wind breezing. Yeah, this is what life is all about. Life is about enjoying you, enjoying yourself and your interactions, whether it be with other people, your pets, nature. I like this. I like this very much. And all this tension that's in the states right now, they're trying to. I feel that the system is trying to overthrow the country. That's what I believe. They're trying to overthrow. They want us to be in a fearful mode so that you want the president to um, send out troops. No, I don't want any troops. It's just harassment. You know, I don't know who I'm going to vote for. How about you guys, your viewers? Who do you think you want to vote for? Um, I did. I'm always honest and upfront about it. I did vote for Trump when he came into office. I did, but I'm not sure how I'm going to vote this time. That I don't know. I don't know. Wow, it's something. So when I said that, a few of you, a few of you viewers dropped the line. It's not taboo to talk about who you want to vote for or not. You know, I couldn't care less who votes for what, because see, those are your rights, and I don't believe in taking away someone's rights because who they dislike. Yeah, so I'm out here in nature. Yeah, when I get off the phone here, I want to, yeah, I want to see if I can meditate. Um, yeah, I'm going to do something like that. Um, it'd be nice if you see elementals. Yeah, I've never seen an elemental before. All these people that claim that they see things, I don't know. But yeah, wouldn't it be nice to see an elemental or beautiful orbs? they said like for you to take, like if you take pictures after, I think they said you meditate or something like that, it, they claim that it increases your frequency, and so when you take a digital photograph, you might be able to see an orb. Who knows? Who knows? So anything you guys want me to discuss that I haven't discussed? You know? Yeah. Or as I mentioned earlier in the video, that it's Lavender's 7th anniversary for him being a permanent member of my household. Lavender is the Pekingese. Yeah, it's my little boy. How you doing? Let's see. Yeah, let me show you him. Hey, handsome. Hey, handsome. Say hello. It's your 7th anniversary. See, his face is starting to turn light under the chin. When I got him, his face was pitch black. He was gorgeous. He's still gorgeous. He's starting to look like a senior citizen. Hey, handsome. I love you. I love you, big boy. Happy 7th anniversary in my household. Yeah, yeah. So that's him. So yeah, it's also my celebrating nature and life by bringing my little pack with me. Yeah, yeah. I want my little babies. I want them to be connected with nature and stuff like that. And I think the more like I'm feeling a little better now. When I left my apartment this morning, I did not feel good. I mean, I felt burdened. But coming here, um, it's like it takes away your anxiety. Yeah. So any of you who's getting worked up, things like that, because the social climate here, go to a nice park and relax and everything. Okay. So if you guys have nothing to ask me, I'm just gonna say good. Until next time, I should say, not goodbye. Until next time, yeah. Stay safe, stay calm, and stay alive. Yeah. Take care, guys, and thank you for participating in my live stream. Take care. Bye bye.